All right, so now we have Najdorf.
We have Najdorf playing with black against this line, you see. The same line from Queen's Indian with A3.
We have the same line in 3 games.
Well, almost,
Almost,
but
almost.
different variations, you know.
Yeah.
So A3, now he played the normal line. This is the main line from
The main.
this one. Yeah. Knight C3 and now D5. Now D5. And after knight D5, white takes, knight takes, and E3. Okay. Theory. Bishop E7, bishop B5 check, C6, queen, bishop D3, and now black took in C3. Here is a small difference. I mean, the alternative is here C5 immediately. C5 is a little bit risky. Karpov played with black against myself in the same tournament with C5. White is a little bit better after C5 by taking first in D5. Knight takes D5, and after queen takes D5. What did I play here? I think I played bishop B5 check or something.
No, maybe this one.
I took first, and after bishop takes, bishop B5 check. And now black has to be very careful. Karpov found the best move here is king E7, which is a little bit better for white also, but good chances to have an even game later on. But already here, to see the dangers, black has probably very big problems if he plays the normal move bishop C6 instead of king E7. Bishop C6 is already very bad for black, you see. So now queen takes, you have to take back with the pawn. Now bishop takes with check, knight takes, and b4, and white plays alone here. So you have to go back with the bishop in e7, then after bishop b2, very unpleasant for black. White comes very quickly. You have to play probably f6 or castle, And after castle, rook c1, king e2, rook d1, and very unpleasant for black. You can hope to make somehow draw, but it's very, very unpleasant.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah, if you lose the pawn from d5, it's lost already for black, So therefore, the position is already very dangerous, you see. Okay, Najdorf played the normal line, and he took in c3. This is theory, Okay, so he took there, he took c5. All right, so castle. Knight c6. What did he play? e4. All right. e4. Now he castle. Bishop e3. Theory. Everything is theory. Bishop e3. Took. And rook c8. Okay. Queen e2. And knight a5. And here, the theory said that probably the normal line is to play rook fd1. But Kasparov played rook f to e1, preparing the line from their game. I mean, what happened in their game, you see. And Najdorf played queen d6, which is very provocative move. I mean, he wants to force the situation here, If you want to attack me, show me how do you want to do it, So, okay, if you want something, you have to give a pawn with white, So he played, of course, d6. Well, it's home analysis, all this, So he gave the pawn, you have to take, and now e5, and after queen e6, the best move is to give the second pawn for attack, Knight d4, everything with tempo. So he took the second one. Now black has two pawns, but white has very good attacking chances, All the pieces are almost against the king, So, okay, knight f5. Well, after knight f5, he's reckoning already something very unpleasant here. After g6, which is, it could happen, if you play g6, you are lost immediately. After bishop d4, you can resign. After queen takes c2, knight h6 mate in one move. If you move something else, you lose every piece, So, okay, g6, very bad mistake, of course. So he played the best move here, bishop f6. And after bishop f6, you have to continue, to see what happens. And he played queen g4 again, normal move. And after queen g4, he had some other possibility. Instead of rook c to e8, he could play here the other rook to e8 or queen c3 or even queen takes a1. But in any case, white was better in any position. Who has to find the way to do it. So after this is very instructive. He seems the best move, rook c8 to e8, and now all right, he played rook bishop d2. He continues the attack. You have to give the queen, because if you go back somewhere, there are some possibilities to sacrifice immediately in g7 or even bishop h6. And the position is very bad for black in any case. So all right, he gave the queen, thinking that probably is enough to resist. And here he took back, and now simply knight takes g7, and okay, it's finished. Because it's not possibility to do something, you see.
To defend?
Yeah. Well, he resigned here, because after rook e1 check, bishop f1 and mate.
He resigned, yes.
Yeah, he resigned. But even if he played something else, it's not possible to resist, because if he played, instead of bishop takes g7, well, knight takes, okay, and king h8, for instance. Yeah?
Yes.
After king h8, queen f5 wins immediately. Well, he could take also in e8 first, and yeah. But okay, the position is terrible. Mate. It's almost mate in every position. But he could take the rook. And, okay, everything was terrible. Well, it was a very nice example how to attack in such a position against a very strong opponent, of course. Maybe somehow Najdorf could play something better somewhere, But the position is already very, very difficult. And against a player like Kasparov, in every position he could be surprised by a strange move somehow, you see. Like this, it seemed very easy. It was very correct attack, and very easy to do it. And finally, he found a way. But even if he played something better, maybe somewhere, it was very difficult to resist. The position, for a long time, nobody repeated this line for black. The impression was so strong, that he could win like this.
Yeah.
That nobody wanted to do it again with black, for a long time. Finally, with the computer and so on, they analyzed. But for the human field, it was enough, They prefer not to repeat,
Yes. Thank you, Mr. Gheorghiu.
Yeah. You're welcome.